Hi, hello there. Welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So with today's video, I wanted to go over my weekly December budget. So if you like this type of content, or you're just interested to see how I budget and how much money I make, I guess, then please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment down below. But other than that, let's get started. So, as I stated before, from my main job, I only get paid once a month. So, this work income amount rarely ever changes unless every so often I get a random $30. And that's what happened this past week. So, I got my random 31.27. And my work income is comprised of what I take home plus what I don't take home and what goes directly to my pension as my contribution. I like to just track that, and then this 31.27 as a stipend. All right. Then if I were to go down to the expenses side, you'll see here that for subscriptions nothing has changed. For personal and beauty, I have decreased what I was going to put in my budget. I just did that because some other things came up for this week, week 2. I know most people do not change their budget, but I do. I just, if I realize during week 2 that I'm not going to spend any money for the rest of the month in personal and beauty because I won't have the funds to do so, I'm just going to go ahead and decrease it here because it just makes it so much simpler, and I don't have to look at negative numbers all month. Alright, then for my parking and work fund, so you see here that there is a negative $110. That is because even though I did have some work expenses throughout the month, I plan to get at least 2 refunds this month from my past month's work trips. So I plan to get a refund of $165.96. That was approved on Friday, December 12th. So I should have that in my bank hopefully by Wednesday, December 17th. That's how long it typically takes. And then another refund of $38.55 from another trip in November. I had a third trip that I took December 1st, but I was lazy and procrastinated and did not submit those receipts until December 12th, this past Friday. So I do not know if I will get that refund this month or not. Now, you see here it says negative $146. That means that I plan to get $146, but if you just heard, I plan to get more than that. And that is because I do expect to have some work expenses later throughout the month. I'm not sure yet, though, if I want to include them in my work expense category or if I want to include them in my financial category. I want to purchase some things for budgeting, envelope budgeting, cash budgeting. And so I wanted to purchase prop money instead of using cash. One, because I do not use cash. I do not feel comfortable carrying around cash. Whenever I have cash, I always spend it on a lottery ticket. And then I also do not live in the best of neighborhoods, so I just don't feel safe having hundreds of dollars of cash on me and spending cash, and then people in my neighborhood seeing that I spend cash. So I'm thinking about using prop money for that. So that's why I'm considering either putting that in my, it says parking slash work, but it could be for like other things, such as when I go to school and I go to get education, I include my education in this line item as well. Alright, let's move on. My renters and car insurance did not change for the month. My utilities has not changed. My SMUD for my electricity has not changed. My phone bill has not changed. My fun, if you saw my food vlog, I did go to downtown And my friends easily spent about $500 buying me drinks, but I did not spend anything more than $2. I think in that video I said I didn't spend any money. I spent $2 tipping a drag queen, and that was it. Alright, household, that's 20 bucks. That's because I have to pay to do laundry. I have not yet done laundry this month. I desperately need to. Alright, then for my electronics, Wi-Fi, I have not spent anything. It's typically just for Wi-Fi, and then every so often I need to purchase a new phone case, or that sort of thing. For gas, I did get gas this week, $42.05. Typically, that should last me about 2 weeks, but I need to travel far to get some last-minute Christmas gifts, and so I may need to go and get gas one more time before the end of this year. Okay, then for gifts, I decreased my gift budget. Last week, you saw that it was about $655. I've changed this number around a few times, but I decided not to get the two babies anything for Christmas. They're babies, they'll be fine. They're 6 months and 2. 2-year-old doesn't even really like me. She's very much stranger danger. And then my friend's sister's boyfriend's son, I decided not to give him anything. And then there will be 2 girls who will no longer be at the Christmas party, the family get-together for Christmas Eve. I'm still going to get them a gift, but I just cut their budget in half. So because of that, I was able to decrease my gift budget to $575, down from $655. I went to Bath and Body Works. They had a total body sale where almost the entire store was $4.95. And then I signed up for their rewards program and got an additional $10 off. So I bought 17 items for $84 after tax, I believe it was. Whatever 17 times 5 plus another $5-ish for tax. That's what I spent. Oh wait, I should have it right here. $80.64. Yep. And then I bought my mom a gift. That's where that $103 came from. And, oh, sorry, no. The $106 was my mom for a gift. The $8 was for 17 little gifts. And then $103, that's comprised of the gifts that I bought for my friends at church, as well as I bought, I bought the kids' Bath and Body Works, their little like lotions and perfumes, and I put them in these little makeup bags that I got from TJ Maxx. So I got a few of those, and then I also got like a little gloss for like the youngest girl, and then I have a few more things that I want to get for the oldest and for my favorite. So that's why I still have $199 there, because I want to spend $92 on the oldest and my favorite, and then $100 and some change for my dad. I haven't yet bought anything for my dad for Christmas. Alright, then food out. So I did not purchase anything that night that I went out, but the next day, while I was very hungover, I bought myself a burrito, and that came to $14.63. And then $1.54 because I forgot my water bottle at home when I went to the gym. Okay, and then I typically don't do my budget or check my budget every week. I typically check it at, after the first week and then during the last week of the month. And I oftentimes will miss things. So I did not realize that for the past couple of months, I had been sending an extra $30 to one of my debts. My past monthly budgets aren't incorrect. What I do is just whatever is my leftover checking account, I just send it to Wells Fargo. So instead of me thinking that I'm sending, the leftover amount of $452 to Wells Fargo, I'm actually sending the leftover amount of, $422 to Wells Fargo. Because I subtract what was in my checkings from this. And so, yeah. Now I know. I need to fix that, or I could just keep it. It's going to a debt that I plan to pay off in 2026, so maybe I'll just keep it that way. Alright, my savings did not save anything. Car maintenance, I desperately need an oil change, but that will be next month. Travel, I'm not going anywhere this year. My cats, I already bought everything that I need to buy for them. For groceries, I went grocery shopping twice. Each time just to buy fruit and whatnot. I spent a lot of money on fruit. And then, but this is also a weird month for me because I'm trying to clean out my freezer by eating through it. And then when I'm done eating through the majority of it, I will give my freezer and my fridge a good deep clean. So this month I'm not buying any frozen items, so no meat and no like frozen vegetables. So that's why my grocery budget is low for this month, and that's also why you only see me buying fruits mainly. I do buy meats, I do buy seasonings. It's just not this month. Alright, so for health, I completely forgot that I needed to buy contacts this year because I only get a year to spend $110 to get reimbursed. I bought these contacts the day after my night out. I had an extreme headache. If I was thinking I would have bought the smaller pack, that would have came to like $105, but I really wanted to get my full $110 worth, so instead of buying the 12 pack, I bought the 24 pack, and that came to $195. So I will get reimbursed $110. I already submitted that ticket to my health insurance. I'm hoping that it comes through by the end of this month. But yes. Hold on. Did I already count that $1.54 somewhere else? Yes, I did. I counted it twice. Okay, take out the $1.54 here. Alright, sorry if you saw that I had counted the $1.54 from that water bottle in two places. One for health and one for food out. Alright, my rent, nothing has changed. My retirement, nothing has changed. Cash, nothing has changed. Interest payments. So I thought that I was going to be having to charge interest for one of my cards. I did not get charged any interest. So I'm super happy about that. So it may be that I only have $81 to pay this month for interest, which will be my lowest since forever. So once everything is said and done, I still have an extra $6.01 to budget away. I will find a place for that. If I don't, then it just gets applied to my debt. Alright, that is it. That is the breakdown of my week 2 of December expenses and spending. Thank you for following along. If you followed and stayed to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me, so hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like, especially if you have any advice for me, especially with where I said how I wanted to do the prop money, where I should put that on my budget. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.